Hey, I'm doing a Q&A with questions from at Shannon, your fave author, because she gave me the ideas. So these are the questions, and I'm going to read out the question, and then I'm going to read out my answer, okay? Question 1. What's a genre you absolutely love but cannot write in? Why do you love it, and why can't you write it? Probably Christian fiction. I love it because I'm a Christian and the books lead people to God, but I can't write in it because if I wrote in it, it would become fantasy because that's what I write and I just like change things into it sometimes. And realistic fiction is hard for me, even though I love it, because places have to be real. On second thought, that might be historical fiction. And like it has to be like real life, so it's less of a place to escape from reality because it is reality. The second genre I love is action or mysteries or thrillers, horror. Love them because my classmates love them, so I learned to like them. Cannot write mysteries, especially murder mysteries, because I'm so bad at planning out like the tiny details that like lead to like this plot and like red herrings and all that. And most of the time, I'm writing in pairs when I'm writing these types, and the other person changes it. Then the theme's like a fantasy story, some other random sci-fi or magical story. And I haven't tried much because fantasy is my thing, and I haven't had a really reason to change from it. Question 2. Which of your characters have you learned most about over the course of your writing days? Probably Percy, because in the beginning, he had the least personality. He was supposed to be a really cute prince that Belle ran into who's going to be more popular than Dylan or Remy. I realized I had enough princes. So, oops, I kind of made him the shy kid who sat in the corner. No personality whatsoever. Lately, I've been going back and editing him so that he's scared of his powers and wants to fit in, but doesn't really join into the personality group as well as he should. He's smart and loves music and books, but he's antisocial, so nobody really knows that. And he's actually really sweet, too. Do I have any reoccurring first letters and names? Oh, that's question 3, by the way. When I'm trying to come up with character names. The letter D for me always comes up in Dalton, Deborah, Daffodil, Drake. It's a good question. I'll check. So, some of my character names are Annabelle or Belle, Dylan, Rana, Rami, Renan, Percy or Perseus, Mix, Dash, Sarah, Tim, Fenrir, Tiger Lily, and Silas. These are most of them. So, one of the most obvious ones is Rena, Remy, and Renan. Rion. I cannot pronounce names to save my life today. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Rion wasn't supposed to match. I just like the name, even though I can't pronounce it. Like, it's like royalty and it's supposed to be like a queen or something. But it, like, turned their family into a family with the first letters of their names as ours, and it's kind of cool. And, like, I only met Reina and Remy because their siblings go together, and then I just, like, made the whole family ours. But, like, it's cute. Yeah, sorry. How do I come up with such cool place names for my stories? So honestly, sometimes I research it if it's for realistic fiction, like, because I actually have to have real places, which I never do realistic fiction. Well, I do sometimes. But then research annoys me sometimes, so. Oh well. Rarely, like very, very rarely. I use this one randomizer that I never take ideas of, but just looking at it makes like, screams at me, no! So I only used it as my last. You get it, resort. So, like, only in my earliest stories have I ever used it, though I still don't think I used it then. Like, I only used it for, like, looking up types of creatures. Does that make sense? Yeah. Why do I use a randomizer to look up creature names? I messed up. Anyway, so here's what I actually do. When I'm driving to and from places, I read the signs and I use people's like names that I know and I mix it up. I also like to use fancy words and like twist them to make a city name. Like a word about truth or peace would be the opposite, something like dark or like a city of lies. Sometimes. It depends on the situation, really. Though I really, really, really like using like words that are common but people don't really use and like, but they're pretty. Like verity or serenity, you know? Anyway. Question. I think this is question 4. You know, I'm going to stop saying what the question number is. Next question. What are your visions and plans for your story specific characters in the future? I imagine publishing my book one day, and I might make another book. So this part may be a spoiler, so if you don't want to be spoiled, what am I using? What? That's the wrong word. Oh, well. Plug your ears, or I don't know if that works. Though I cannot guarantee any of this because I change ideas a lot while I'm thinking about the next book. I was thinking that the characters have to choose what side they're on and they have a lot of pressure, so they break. One character runs off and becomes evil, so the other ones join her except for one. The other idea was that Belle accidentally freezes everyone and has no clue how to unfreeze people. She meets Cody, Lee, and Brooks, which is your guys' idea for the name, and it's kind of cute. And it takes her on an adventure. Perhaps her friends and freeze while they're gone and turn evil. I don't have much planned yet, except certain scenes that I want in it. I'll just see how it goes. Takes me wherever it wants. Do you ever live vicariously through your characters? Have them eat your favorite food, wear something you wish you had, date someone that looks like your crush? Any examples of times you did this? Of course! So, I created this amazing food called Aqua Fluffs that are chocolate covering a fluff in the middle. Except the chocolate is mixed with different types of fruit and energizes you when you eat it. I also have them eat pasta because I love pasta. So they should have a type of it. And the oven world is my idea, so it happened. And then they wear princess dresses, which I wore a dress with a hoop skirt once, and I've always wanted to own one, so I could go on walks in the forest with it. Yeah. And yes, Dylan does look slightly like my dream crush. I mean, most of the characters would either be characters that I'm friends with, like besties, like the girls, or for the boys, be crushing on, kind of. How hard or easy is it for you to write adults, specifically parents, in your stories? Have you gotten better at it over time? It really depends. So, most of my characters are orphans because it's gonna sound really bad. I forgot about the parent. I forget about the parents. So sometimes being an orphan just helps. Yeah, that sounded evil. But anyways, the queen's Remy and Raina's mom, so she's technically a parent. But she's different because she's regal, but like I still have Raina sass her sometimes, and the queen gets insulted. Then the teachers I base off of teachers in real life or in other books I've read. How tall are each of your characters? And if you can't figure that out, how tall are they in relation to each other? These are like their estimated heights. I don't know if they're like the actual heights. I just picked random heights and said, okay, this works. Bella's 5'2" and one of the shortest, and then Mel's slightly taller. Well, like, they're, like, the same height, but, like, they both like to, like, scream at each other, I'm taller, I'm taller. No, they don't do this in the book, but they should. I'm gonna make a scene. Anyway. Raina is taller than all of them except Dylan and Remy, and Percy's taller than Mel, being 5'3", I guess. Dylan's about 5'4", and is slightly taller than Raina, whereas Remy's 5'7", being the tallest in the group. I don't know, I see them all around the same height, I don't know. This is, like, random stuff I put down, but like, none of it's facts for this question. I don't know. Like, they're all somewhat the same height. The boys are taller, and Rena's up there with them. Yeah. I never really thought about it because I don't do heights while writing. I do hair colors, I do eye colors, I do personalities, but I don't do heights. Except, like, I said Rena was tall. That's all that I wrote down. Anyway. How old are your characters, and do they get older in the story? In Beauty and the Broken Glass, which is the book I'm writing, the main 6 are about to turn 14, or some of them are about to turn 15, which are Raina and Melian. They will get older in the next book, but in the first book, they all stay the same age the whole time. My other books' main characters like 13, 12, 10, like any age up to 16. I don't really go past 16. But yeah, I wrote those books a while back though. Which of your characters' eyes are the most compelling to you? Dylan's or Remy's, though Rena's are the same as Rennie's, or Percy's. Because Dylan's are ocean blue, and they're so pretty. Like, And Remy's and Rana's are forest green, and I just like green eyes. Percy's, if I remember correctly, might look like the night sky, and they like twinkle. And anyway, Melian's look like fire at ice at different times, depending on if she's angry or bored. Then Belle's are just boring brown compared to this. I mean, she has like silver in them, I think. And then she's a main character, so she doesn't like look into her eyes. Have you ever stolen a character from a TV show or another book and used it in your own writing? If you count that as writing fan fiction, then yes. If you don't, then the answer is no. Because I've written fan fiction for Harry Potter before when I was younger, but I think it got deleted because my old Google account got deleted. It's supposed to be Hermione's POV of the first book of Harry Potter. I think I got past the first chapter. Because I couldn't think of, like, how would she get to Hogwarts? Like, would they explain it to her, or would she just, like, run into the... Sorry. Question numero, I don't know. Do you like green olives? Just do you? Well, I think they're an acquired taste. I plead the fifth. Okay, fine. So, I'm a slightly picky eater. Okay. More than slightly. So I would say no, although I can't remember ever trying them. And if I did, I'd probably try them with nothing else, like I did with spinach, mushrooms, and onions. They were all terrible ideas to try raw sometimes. Just don't take my advice, guys. Don't eat them raw. Don't eat them raw. They when I like try them with other things, they taste better. Like breaded mushrooms taste better than, do I call it raw mushrooms? I don't know. Anyway, fave Harry Potter character. Any of the girls, not Umbridge, of course. Though I'd have to say Hermione because I dressed up her for a Halloween once. Fave Maze Runner character, even though I've never actually watched that. Okay. I would say Newt. Also, you have to read and watch it because it's so good. And a little sad sometimes. But it's definitely Newt because Newt's amazing. And who else practically has their own fandom? Back to the Harry Potter. That was like the second book I've ever read. It's so good. If you haven't read or watched Harry Potter, I would recommend reading it. They have a nice fandom. It's nice. No, in my opinion, I'd read every fiction book, but that's just me. Fave character of anything all time that you did not write? This one's a really hard question. Like, really hard. Like, so hard that I forgot to type out the rest of the answers, so I have to improvise right now. Yay! I love improvising. No, I don't. Anyway, fave character of all time. Like, fave character of all time. Like, I can't even do ties. This is sad. Like, really sad. I'd say it'd be something like I last read because, like, I don't know. Give me a second. Hold on, like, okay, so it wouldn't be a Harry Potter character. Like, I could go, like, my OG book I first read, which was Annie from Annie and Jack, Magic Tree House. But, like, it's not my favorite. And then I could go Hermione because it was, like, the second book I ever read. But, like, I don't really have a connection, you know? I could go Sophie from Keeper of the Lost Cities because I read that recently. Or, like, Bianna. But, like, no. I think... Oh, my favorite character right now is, like, the book I'm reading right now. It's from Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. And I think her name's... Well, she gets called B. That's her nickname. And she's, like, everything I want to be. She's very energetic and really good at sports. Yeah. Well, like, I don't know. But, like, I don't know. This is such a hard question. I can't believe you. Why'd you make me answer an impossible question? Hold on. 10 hours later, I'm still thinking. This is taking way too long. I have come to a decision, and it is that I cannot make a decision. So my favorite one, okay, we're gonna do it easier. One of my favorite characters would probably be from the selection, and I would say, why am I picking selection? No. Okay, like, I like I like pretty much every character. The only characters I don't really like are Umbridge, because I could not get through that book. Every time I reread the series, like, it takes strength to get through that back, because she is so annoying. So I would say, because I just read I Need to Run by Shannon Birdsall. I think that's how you pronounce your last name. I'm really sorry if I mispronounced it. My current favorite character right now is Penny. So go read I Need to Run. You can find it on Amazon. And why am I promoting your book right now? But yeah, go read it. And thank you for listening to me rant for a full 16 minutes.